You don't have to look hard to see the reasons why people flock to the Florida Keys, whether it's the boating or fishing. Most of the big draws to the Keys include water. And when you drive into and through the Florida Keys, the first thing you'll notice is water everywhere. The highest points are bridges just high enough to let boats pass below. The Keys stretch south and eventually west of the Florida Peninsula between the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic Ocean. Hundreds and hundreds of small islands make up the Florida Keys, and many are connected by more than 100 miles of road.
What's interesting about the Keys is there's only one road in and one road out. And so it also makes it a very vulnerable place because if something happens, say a hurricane comes, washes out one of the roads or the bridges, a lot of people get trapped in the lower Keys. And so that's always the big concern ahead of a major storm.
Jennifer Gray is a former South Florida meteorologist who has spent countless days in the Keys for fun and for work. She says when a storm threatens, not everyone wants to leave.
I think the worst case scenario would be one of the bridges to get completely washed away and the people that haven't evacuated are stuck. And there's no way out because there is only one road in and one road out.
A memorial in Isla Mirada is a reminder of those who did not get out during the Labor Day hurricane of 1935. Hundreds died. Most were World War I veterans working on a government project. Their way out, a train, and it was running late. It never made it to them. The train was caught in the storm. Those stranded were killed by the wind and the water.
I think the main threat to the Keys with an approaching hurricane is the storm surge because you are so low. And believe it or not, a lot of the property is not built up on stilts. It's actually, just built on a slab.
For those that visit and those that live here, it's an ongoing risk. One of the biggest attractions to the Florida Keys is ultimately one of the biggest dangers.